Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Buster. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Buster's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give him while we are working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash. He keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give a correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. As you can see, Buster is seated very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first exercise we're going to demonstrate is healing. Healing is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Buster are going to take off doing that now. The command is Buster, heel. Then we have incorporated into that the automatic sit, so anytime you see Fred stop his feet, Buster will sit. There's another automatic sit there. It's important in healing that Buster walks on your left hand side at your pace. He doesn't pull ahead or lag behind. The next exercise we're going to demonstrate is the stay command. The stay is a hand and voice command. Fred is going to use the open flat of his left palm about an inch or so from Buster's muzzle and the one-word command to stay.
Okay.
He'll then walk out to the end of the training leash, and Buster will remain seated. It's a great exercise to help build up self-control. You can start at a low increment and build your way up to a higher one. When Fred returns back to Buster, he's going to walk all the way around him and back into heel position on the left-hand side. And Buster remains seated throughout until given some praise or another command. They're off healing again. Demonstrate it again. He's going to leave him in a sit stay. Now to the end of the training leash. And this time, instead of returning back to him, he'll demonstrate the recall or the come command. And we call him by his name nicely. And Buster comes in, sits nicely right in front. And then he'll perform an exercise called the finish, where Buster will heel around the back of Fred and right back into heel position, seated nicely on the left-hand side. Demonstrate it one more time. Leave him in a sit stay. Broke the command. It's important to follow through. You say no, give a correction, and repeat the command. And that time he did it perfectly fine, came in, sat nicely in front, and performed the finish by heeling around the back of Fred and right back into heel position. We're going to practice our down commands. The first one is down from a heel position. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He'll then leave him in a stay and out to the end of the leash. It's another great one to build up that self-control. You can start at a lower increment and build your way up. When Fred returns back to Buster, he's going to walk all the way around him as he did on the sit stay and back into heel position on the left-hand side. And Buster remains down throughout until given another command. I'm going to demonstrate it again for you. Gives him the down and the stay and out to the end of the training leash. And this time he's going to demonstrate that recall command and call him in. Comes in, sits nicely in front, and then he'll perform the finish again by heeling around the back of Fred and right back into heel position on the left-hand side. We're going to get lined up for our final command, which is down from a distance. You're going to leave Buster in a stay and out to the end of the training leash. It's the only time to use your right hand to give the command. Fred will drop Buster into a down from the end of the training leash. He'll then return back to him by walking all the way around again and back into heel position on the left-hand side. Excellent job. Now we have been working with Buster off leash, so Fred's going to remove the leash, and now he's going to take off heeling with Buster without the leash. And there he performs the automatic sit even without the leash. tried to jump on the wrong side. Fred just gave him a no and he corrected himself. There's another automatic sit. He stays very nicely on Fred's left, even without a leash.
Stay.
Give him the stay. And now he's going to circle back around Buster and back into heel position. Very nicely done. Give him a little praise. And they're going to take off heeling again. It's very important to practice all your commands, especially with the off-leash, about 15 to 20 minutes a day. Whoop, he started to go on the wrong side. He corrected himself again. You definitely want to keep the commands fresh in his head. He gives him the down off-leash. Buster listens perfectly. Puts him in the down, gives him a stay. There's the recall command. Call him in. Comes in, sits beautifully. And then he's right back in heel position. Gonna leave him in a sit stay. Walk away from him. And gives him the down from a distance without a leash involved. Excellent job. And now he'll return back to him. Very nicely done. It's been a pleasure working with Buster here at Williams Dog Training Company. And we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company to be your personal dog trainer.